Here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast, where today is a celebration, as you can tell. Reese, what are we celebrating?
We're celebrating two things. Number one, it's our guest's birthday today. Well, technically in 2 days, but technically today.
When it releases, it'll be their birthday.
Yeah, it'll be their birthday.
Happy birthday to our guest,
Momma Trish.
Momma Trish.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
And the party hats are
The
coming
party
off.
Here's
hats
the
are
thing
cool.
about the party hats. My elastic broke.
mm.
And I'm kind of insulted because Reese is the one with the big head.
Here, do you
and
want
yet,
to wear mine?
I think I'm going to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
But-
how come yours didn't break?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but and then the
second thing we're
well,
celebrating.
yeah, the second thing we're celebrating is this is our 10th episode
Congratulations.
of the Real
10.
Stuff Podcast.
Mhm.
We're still kicking.
Now officially wildly successful.
Officially
I think
wa-
10.
Yeah,
I think
we were
10.
officially
Does
successful.
10 episodes equal a season? Have you, is this like the end of season
The
1?
finale. No, I don't
This
feel.
is that was
I don't
just
know
like
how that
the
works.
prologue,
This has
Okay.
just been the preview of
the
the
preview. That
real
was the
pod.
trailer. Now the
Yeah.
real stuff begins. The real stuff
The
begins.
real stuff.
'Kay.
It's official, a rebrand. No,
No,
it's always
Mhm.
been real.
it's always been
since
real.
day one.
Yeah.
And
We were just getting good at it, you know.
and I'll tell you what else is real.
What?
These hats are a real pain in the butt, so I'm taking it off.
Yeah. But anyway, Mom, it's your 25th birthday today.
Thank you. I appreciate
How
that
does
too.
that feel about that?
It's a little odd since you're 21, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's true.
But
But
anyway,
yeah, we're keeping it real today.
yeah, we
We're
are
keeping it real today. So really quick, Mama Trish, tell us 7 interesting facts about yourself.
in
7.
one word.
Oh gosh.
7.
Wait.
Just kidding. I did that to Dad, but we're gonna be a little bit nicer to you.
7 interesting facts?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
not having to do with your children or husband.
Oh
Go.
gosh.
No, you can introduce them. 7's a lot. I did that on purpose.
Okay.
7 interesting facts.
I really love my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys are good people. I like to hang
Mhm.
out with you. I
Mhm.
like music.
That's
Yeah.
2. I like music too.
I like to sing.
Yes.
Okay.
When I'm working and I work from home, I have music blaring and I'm also singing loudly.
Yes.
That's true. I'm actually amazed.
How
that
many
you
facts
can
is
do
that?
both. That's 4. We're at 4.
Okay.
We're at 4.
Quattro.
more. You
I
love
have a
yours.
really great husband
Okay,
who
yeah.
knows everyone in the world.
Yes.
He does.
He likes to talk more than I do.
Mhm.
So it works out well because he just talks to everyone and I just smile.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Smile and nod and wave.
How many is that
That's
now?
5.
That's 5.
Oh gosh.
2 more.
I like jewelry a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do. You have cool jewelry.
I kind of like to do a little extra. I'm a little extra.
With
Not in an
jewelry?
annoying way,
With
but
jewelry?
yeah,
Okay.
like there's just a lot.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Mhm. I agree.
Yeah. You do have multiple bracelets on too,
And necklaces.
and necklaces.
I don't know. It just is me.
I
Mhm.
like
My new
it.
style.
It's you.
But you have one more
One
fact.
more.
One more fact. I love Jesus.
That's the
Yes.
biggest fact right there. 7
for
interesting
last.
facts. Thank you, Mom. Real
Yeah.
quick,
Thank
I've always
you.
wanted to do this.
That was so weird.
I've always wanted to do that.
That was
We'll
so
see how it
weird.
sounds. But
Yeah.
I think we jump in.
Let's jump.
Let's
We're gonna
jump in.
leap.
in
what we're gonna
traditional
do.
real stuff fashion.
Wait, actually, hold
Oh.
on. Before we do that, can we talk about my shirt?
Yes, always think before you jump. Go. Tell us.
I have a shirt on. If you're watching the video on YouTube, you can look at it. But it's Go One More. It's the brand that I use. Their like protein and stuff.
Is that a
And
horse,
then
Reese?
Yeah, it's a horse.
What's his
It's
name,
A
Reese?
horse on it. His name is Cleopas.
That's a good name for a horse.
Cleopas.
good
Cleopas.
spelling.
So weird.
Mom, what do you think of my horse?
I mean, I don't love the horse, but you do you.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
just-
that's a good name for a horse.
Don't you
Cleopas?
think
That's a
so?
stallion.
It's a
right
stallion.
there. That's a
It
stallion.
totally is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I have the flame shoes on to match it
Yeah.
because there's some red.
You're
you know.
styling with the
styling.
stallion.
But anyway, now we can play the game. I just wanted to recognize Cleopas for a second.
And now that we've thought about it, we're gonna jump.
We're
in.
gonna leap.
Jumping.
We're gonna leap.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like when we went cliff jumping, but we didn't go first.
Sapiens
We thought
don't
about
jump
it.
first.
Yeah.
We thought about it then too, and now we've thought about it. So we're gonna jump in to the game. Now, Mama Trish, I know that you are one of our best listeners
Thank you.
to the podcast. I think.
Yeah.
So I know that I don't need to explain this game to you, but to anyone who hasn't listened to the podcast before, this game is called RS or BS, real stuff or Baloney Sandwich.
Yeah.
And the game is I will read a random trivia fact, and then you two people,
Me and Mom.
and also the audience, you can say it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hear it, but you can say it.
Yeah.
You tell me if the fact is RS, real stuff,
Yeah.
true, or BS, Baloney Sandwich.
And we have to be extra
False.
careful Mom, you know, because you listened to last week's podcast, right?
I did.
Because Carson has frequently been making things up.
It
He
could
got
be.
me like
And
5 in a row.
Yeah.
It could
Some
be
of
a
them
true
sounded
fact.
real.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Carson's
because-
a better liar than I thought.
Okay,
He's a
well,
better liar than me, too.
Reese is not a good liar.
he's
Reese
not
is
a
a
good
bad
liar.
liar.
We probably won't get into that today.
Liar. I just did. I just got into it right there.
That's true. But all right. So yes, it could be a very true fact. I could completely make it up. Let's find out.
Okay, let's find
All
out.
right. Trivia fact number 1.
Okay.
Here we go. There are 293 ways to get change for $1. RS or BS. 293 ways.
293 ways. That feels like a lot of ways.
It does.
You broke my trust last week, so I don't know what to do.
I don't know. 100 penny. I'm just gonna say real stuff because it's got to be a lot of
Yeah, 'cause
ways.
there's a lot of different pennies.
That
and you
feels
get
like it
funky with
might
the
be too
pennies, the
many
nickels,
ways, but
pennies, dimes, pennies, quarters.
I'm gonna
that
say
kind of
real
things.
stuff.
Okay, yeah, let's go real stuff.
That is real stuff.
Heck yeah, it is.
And now we are going to name all of the ways. No, we're not. Because that's 293. That's a lot of
That's
ways.
a lot of ways.
So,
too many ways.
like, it's got to be like a 3 pennies,
Yeah.
8 nickels. That would make for a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that one is real stuff. Next one. And this one, we'll see. For every one person in Japan, there are 23 vending machines
In Japan
In
or in the
Japan.
world?
in Japan.
The vending machines are in Japan?
Yeah.
I went to Japan. But I don't remember any vending machines.
I'm
If
gonna
you
say-
looked
In
at
my-
the vending machine to person ratio, you think it was 23 to 1?
In
I'm
my
gonna say-
Japan experience 20-something years ago. Wait, tell me the fact again.
For every one person in Japan, there are 23 vending machines.
gonna
No,
say
I think it's
BS.
Baloney Sandwich.
That is real stuff.
What? How
What is that
even
ratio?
23 to
How
1.
are you? How
What
do you
kind of
sell?
vending machines? It must be more than just snacks and drinks, right?
Yeah,
They
I
must
don't
have
know.
Probably
vending
have
machines,
vending machines
for
for
Well-
detergent.
You know, like in cars. Have you know that thing in cars?
detergent, like in a laundry.
Yeah.
Well, like you know that thing in cars where they're driving and like they're all like you type in and there's
Yeah.
like the sleep thing. Do those count? as-
No, that's a sleep thing.
I don't know, but there was
I
also.
thought you were
sort of
talking
random
about a
stuff.
car vending machine.
No, those
But we're talking about
Carvana.
cars. Carvana does have those.
If you
yeah.
want to sponsor us, Carvana,
No, we're not supposed to shout them out. We just want them to ask us.
if you want to sponsor us, the only car place to have a car vending machine, we'll welcome it. But yeah, crazy. 23 vending machines to every one person, according to this random website that I did not double check.
That feels like a waste.
It does, because
That
how
seems
many?
like a bit much.
like-
and how much of Japan is like country? Do they have any like country?
I
food?
don't
have
think
no
they
idea.
have country at all.
They
do
don't have country. It's all city.
It's all in island.
In
Well,
my
it's on one
Japan
island.
experience.
well, it's not a very big.
I don't
island,
remember
right?
any country.
No, but
I
they
just remembered a lot of cities.
they're very
Yeah.
it's very densely populated. I know at least.
That's
in-
true.
I don't know, but that's interesting.
Okay.
That is
Next.
very interesting.
The national flag of Libya was formerly just the color green. No design, no other colors, just green.
Real stuff.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Real stuff.
You're saying that as a guess or
No,
like
that's
a
my.
history?
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing it out there.
So it was a guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's Baloney Sandwich.
That is real
Ha.
stuff.
I felt like
Mom.
you could
I
have
guess
made
it
that
was
up.
just green.
That's sad.
That would be
That's a
sad.
lack of creativity.
Yeah.
They were lazy.
It's been changed now. I don't know when it was changed. I don't know how long it was just green, but that's what it was. Next up, sign language has tongue twisters. RS or BS?
I don't know. I feel like
I
we're
don't
gonna
even
say-
want to give an answer
Yeah, I
to
don't know.
this.
I'm gonna say real stuff.
How?
I don't know.
Tongue twisters, Reese. Sign language. Tongue twisters.
I'm gonna say Baloney Sandwich.
That's a real stuff.
I knew
They're
it.
called finger fumblers.
This is embarrassing to be losing to Reese.
and I
Finger fumblers.
finger fumblers. Yeah, and they're like different phrases or whatever, like tongue twisters that I guess they're difficult to sign. I don't know sign language, so all of it is a finger fumbler to me.
I'm winning.
But yeah, sign language tongue twisters are real. This next one is something for sure. Minnie Mouse's first name is not Minnie. RS or BS?
I only know her as Minnie. But I'm doing really badly at this game. I'm afraid to answer.
I'm gonna go BS.
I think I'm going that too.
That's real stuff.
What?
Oh, gosh.
Minnie Mouse's first name is actually Minerva,
Oh,
wow.
and
so
Minnie
Minnie's the nickname.
is a nickname.
Gotcha.
I think I would go by Minnie too.
Minerva
I-
Mouse.
Minerva Mouse.
That's like Minerva McGonagall
That is
Who is that?
from Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
gosh, I don't
And
know.
look, I'm pretty sure that these are true. I doubt it would have been on the website if it wasn't, but it could not be. But for the sake of the podcast, it's real stuff.
Yeah.
I believe you, Carson.
If you're curious, you can look it up. But if you look it
Yeah.
up and it's a lie, don't tell us. We don't care.
True.
That's
we
true.
don't. Yeah.
Unless we're with you, and we bring it up in conversation.
yeah.
Then feel free to tell me
Yeah,
because
but
I don't want to make a
comment
fool of
it,
myself,
You know?
even though
Yeah.
I'm posting this on the internet. But
Yeah.
whatever.
That's okay.
Next up,
Makes sense to me.
a jiffy is an actual unit of time. So someone says, "Be back in a jiffy." That's not just a saying; it's like an actual unit of time. Like
Real stuff.
I'm going to go with real stuff too, just because I don't want you to get ahead of me anymore.
that is real stuff.
Oh, good job.
Although,
I'm
if
still
anyone
ahead,
ever
though.
says it, I guarantee they're lying because it's 1/100th of a second, which is really fast.
Yeah, that's kind
So
of
if I say "be back in a jiffy" and I take any longer than 1/100th of a second to
then
be
you're
back,
a liar.
Well,
I'm a
usually
liar.
people use liar or minute as lies too, or use
What in the world?
Excuse
use.
me?
That was a finger fumbler. They use like seconds or minutes, like the wrong. Like even I'll be back in a second. They're not gonna be back in a second. You know. So
This is true.
you know.
That's why I always use a moment because I'll be back in a moment.
I don't think I've ever heard you say the word moment.
Yeah, but I don't ever say second either. Say moment. I'll
Valid
be back in a
point.
moment
Valid point.
because who specifies how long the moment is? Anyway, next one, and this is the second to last one. Hitler's nephew betrayed him. RS or BS?
I say real stuff.
I'm gonna say BS.
That's real stuff.
Ah, dang it.
And I have a story to go with it
Okay, tell
that
me.
I read off of this website.
What was
that
the website
Could
called?
not be true. I can't remember.
Oh.
William Hitler attempted to blackmail his uncle with threats regarding his paternal grandfather being a Jewish merchant. Hitler did not like Jewish people, as is in history. After that failed, he fled Germany and wrote an article for Look magazine. This is why I put it in, because this article, the title of it made me laugh. Titled, "Why I Hate My Uncle." And after this, William joined the U.S. Navy.
Good for William.
Like,
America, baby.
that was, yeah.
Greatest
That last
country on
part was
earth.
kind of like an ultimate stick it to the man type thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad
But-
that took a turn to funny because it was
It-
kind of like a
No, yeah.
down moment.
It was
for a
it
little
was an
bit.
interesting. I wasn't gonna put it in because I was like, this is not what I usually do for RS or BS. But the
Right.
title of it is "Why I Hate My Uncle."
Yeah,
and
who
his
knew that
uncle was
Hitler would
Hitler.
ever make your
So
Yeah.
game?
that's true.
But
That's
so
true.
look, we keep it real, and history is real.
That's-
So
yeah.
this next one, my final RS or BS, and I put it in there because I think it's funny.
Okay, tell me.
Now, when I say it though, you guys can't try it. You're gonna want to try it,
Okay.
and you can't try it to do it. Just off of
Reese
memory.
is gonna try it.
Off of memory.
He's gonna try it.
Don't be cheaters.
Okay.
This is the honor system here.
Okay.
You can't hum while holding your nose. Like not while breathing through your nose, you can't hum. Mouth's open because then I know you're not humming.
I'm not.
I think that's
No,
Baloney Sandwich.
That's real stuff because I tried it the other day. I saw it on Instagram.
That is real
Yeah.
stuff. Feel free to try it
I'm
now.
a loser.
Audience, feel free to try it. If you don't breathe through your nose, you can't hum. It's like
Based on how stupid Reese just looked trying it, I'm not. I'm gonna choose not to try it right now.
Yeah, no, I saw that on Instagram the other day. And I tried it, and it didn't work.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that is all I have.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a trend in RS or BS
What was
today.
the trend?
In the beginning of the episode, I said, and I quote, "We're keeping it real today." Those were all real stuff.
Oh, I
Were
didn't
they
even
really?
notice
All
that.
of them were real stuff.
Oh wow.
I said we're keeping it real,
That's
and I
tricky.
did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Speaking
I was
of
waiting for
keeping
you
it
guys
real.
to catch on, and you never did.
Oh, I didn't.
But
Speaking of
Yes.
keeping it real, the realest segment on the Realest Stuff podcast. Breaking news. Bum bum bum. It's our new segment.
Were we supposed to join in?
Well, I don't know. We can
Were
all
we
sing it
supposed
on
to
3.
harmonize?
1, 2, 3. Bum, bum, bum. Mom, you didn't do it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Okay. Well, first of all,
You have to hold it with 2 hands.
oh,
like
you have
they
to hold
do.
it. So yeah, I forgot my computer today, so I wrote it down on a little notepad.
You have
Old
to be like a
school.
newscaster.
I'm old school. I gotta like go
Give
like
us
this.
the voice. I want you to get into it.
Breaking news on the real stuff.
That was really good. Keep
Thank
going.
you. Chinese authorities arrested 2 individuals for smashing a shortcut through the Great Wall of China with an excavator.
BS.
Oh my gosh. The Great Wall of China has been pierced by Genghis Khan, the Manchus, who, full transparency, I don't know what the Manchus is, but that's what this thing said. The Manchus. And now 2 construction workers named Zhang and Wang who wanted a shortcut. That's real stuff, dude.
Dude, so just these random guys?
They had an excavator and they wanted to go through it.
They made
I thought
history
it was
for
so
sure.
funny, dude.
Genghis Khan.
The Manchus, whoever the Manchus is. Yeah. All right, our next story, and this is our only 2 stories. I just have 2.
I need the voice. I need full immersion. This is a news segment.
No. A woman in Michigan needed to be rescued from an outhouse toilet after she climbed down to retrieve her Apple Watch
No.
and got trapped
No.
down in the toilet.
Oh
They
my
had to
gosh.
remove it, and they had to like get a strap.
Why is there an outhouse toilet?
It's somewhere. It was in like a township, is what it was called. It wasn't a city, is what it's what the website says.
Still.
But so they didn't disclose though whether she actually retrieved her Apple
No.
Watch, so we don't know
The world may never
officially.
know.
And the police in Michigan had to give a statement and warning not to try to retrieve stuff from outhouses when you drop it in. That they
I feel like that's a warning that shouldn't need to be given.
exactly.
That's real right there.
So yeah, that's our breaking news for the day.
Bum, ba-dum,
Bum bum bum. I would like to point something else out.
Okay.
Is that Carson today is wearing In-N-Out shoes and an In-N-Out shirt.
I like it.
Here are my shoes.
Yeah,
Can you see them, camera?
probably.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what they look like.
I haven't worn my In-N-Out shoes yet.
I have worn them
I'm saving them
a
for a
few
very
times.
special occasion.
I feel like I look good in them. Yeah.
I kind of want to make like an Instagram post of me in my In-N-Out shirt and my In-N-Out shoes
In front of In-N-Out.
Eating some
eating
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out with one of the little hats on.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that would be.
Are you
that would be
gonna?
real.
But like if you think if we both do that, they'll sponsor our podcast?
I don't know.
I have the socks.
I wonder if
too,
they would give
In-N-Out.
you a free burger.
That's a great question.
I don't know.
They also have sweatpants too that you can get.
Are
In-N-Out
you wearing your
sweatpants.
In-N-Out socks too?
Not right now.
Oh, that's
Fake.
Not
embarrassing.
right now.
That's
I
not
didn't
real.
go all out.
That's not very real.
But I was thinking about getting. They also have some like the sweat shorts, and I was thinking about getting some of those, just like the little shorts. with,
Yeah.
like, the
I
little thing
feel
on.
like you
Think-
just gotta reel it in. Like that
I
just
don't
went
know.
one too far.
But if I want to get sponsored, Mom, if I want to be the first pro In-N-Out person,
the first pro In-N-Out podcaster. I feel like In-N-Out doesn't need us to advertise for them.
but it couldn't hurt,
Plus-
right?
Yeah, I guess.
Actually, I
it's
guess
true.
we
Well, I
might
guess it
harm
could,
their
unless we
reputation.
deter people from eating In-N-Out.
No, it's too good. Everyone go eat In-N-Out, and maybe they'll sponsor us.
No, but they probably won't though.
But maybe if a ton of people show up saying, we're from the Real Stuff podcast, word will go to corporate, and they'll be like,
Probably not though.
we should just give them.
Well, maybe.
And
I
it's
don't
all
know.
dependent on you buying the sweatshorts.
Yeah,
I think it would help.
I think so.
I think it would help.
I think so.
Listen, Carson gets 3,000 packages
Oh
in
my
the mail.
gosh,
No.
all the time.
Every day he gets tiny packages
Yeah, let's talk about that.
No.
in the mail.
Let's
Let's talk
it.
about my question for Mom.
Mom, hold on,
Mom.
Carson. No, we're
First
we're
question
here.
that I
Nope.
have. Reese, this is my podcast too, and I
I
veto
know,
it.
but I'm vetoing your veto.
All right, Mom.
Mom, what does Carson receive on a daily basis for the most part?
I mean, I don't open the packages. I
Oh.
just throw them on his bed.
Last
Carson,
thing I got
what
was
do
a
you
movie.
receive?
You
Okay,
guys
it
are
was a movie.
adults. I don't
What
open your
movie
mail.
did you get?
It was the Once Upon a Deadpool.
Oh, nice. What other things do you get?
I also got this shirt. I got
Yeah.
a shirt from the office.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Stuff
should
like
talk
that.
about the thing that you got of yourself. Remember the thing?
Oh, the pop.
Yeah.
I got a little Funko Pop. Of me.
yourself. We need
It's
to get
me.
one of Mom.
I'm holding a
I
lightsaber
don't
and a
think
guitar.
That's necessary.
I think
And
we should.
I think we should. It's almost your birthday.
Yeah, true.
won't come
Oh,
in time.
let's talk about Mom's birthday.
I actually have a question.
Oh,
for
you
Mom.
do?
Real quick. All right, Mom.
Yes.
Walk us through your entire life in extreme detail.
Oh gosh. That's a lot.
We
right
can
there.
skip to the most important part when you had me.
I
well,
was
when
born.
you married Dad.
The biggest disappointment.
Gosh, dang it.
I had Reese, and then I thought I could do better than this.
And then you had me.
Then I had
And then you had
Carson.
me, and you were like, you know what? I want more of this. So you had
More.
Liv, and then you're like,
That's it.
we better stop.
That's it.
You
So
know what?
That's kind of
okay.
my life right there.
That's okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah. I don't. No one needs to know the great detail,
No.
right?
Yeah.
It's not that exciting.
It's pretty exciting, I'd say.
In great detail on a podcast.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Sort of.
25 years is a lot to talk about on a podcast.
True.
But
Yeah.
what we could do is skip ahead to my next question.
Okay, that's better.
That's what we could do.
Let's
That way,
skip
it
ahead.
I mean, I
just
haven't
gets
heard the question, but
good
I'm
amount of
thinking.
time.
Skip
I'm
ahead.
leaning in that direction.
I had a question, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I'm
because you
sorry.
cut me off.
Well, yeah, but you
You
kept
need a
asking about
computer.
me, and
I don't have.
You're
I'm not-
computerless.
I'm just off the whim.
Mm.
I'm off the cuff. You know, they can't contain me.
Lord help us.
True. Go on, Carson.
So, I was trying to decide what I wanted to talk about on the podcast, and you
With
two
our
were being
mother.
very little help to me in the ideas department.
We were very helpful.
I didn't know that you were going to ask me to come on the podcast and then say, "What do you want to talk
oh,
about?"
I remember. I remember
don't-
what I was going to ask Mom.
Do we raise hands here?
Well, I just did it. So I just raised my hand. Mom, you've had your birthday is an entire month long, right? Usually, that's the ordeal.
I mean, some years.
This year has been pretty spot on, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yes. Tell us about your
I
birthday
mean,
month.
Well, let me say, I don't feel like I'm annoying about it.
No, you're
like,
very-
I'm not
yeah.
demanding
You just like
gifts
to
or
have fun.
attention.
Yeah.
I just like anything fun that we just happen to do in the month of September. I like to claim it
Yeah.
as being because
And
it's my
so
birthday.
we're claiming it.
Yeah,
the
so this
things.
has been a good month.
This has been a
Yeah.
great month. What did we do first?
We saw Jonas Brothers.
We did. And
Fire.
Fire. And then 2 weeks later,
We saw Ed Sheeran.
we saw Ed Sheeran.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was just me and Mom.
I wasn't invited.
We went on a road trip.
We went on a road trip. It was so great.
Yeah, it was cool. We went to SoFi.
Reese drove me. We
Yep.
made it home. We're
We-
alive.
Yeah, we did. We got home at 3-something in the morning.
3:35.
3:35. Yeah, it was a long day, but it was
It
good.
was a long day. It was a great
Mom's
day.
birthday present.
It was a great one. I loved
Yeah.
it.
It was good.
It was so fun.
And then what else did we do? We had a party.
We did. We just had all the fam over.
Mhm.
Oh, the
That was
fam.
fun.
Mm-hmm. And the party hasn't stopped yet. So here we
And
are. And you're
it's
going to
not
be
even
on the
my
Roast
birthday
Up
yet.
podcast. That's a
Which
pretty
is
good
like the gift of the month.
I
And then
would
we
say
have a
so.
Youth group
on
also
Wednesday.
your birthday.
That's true.
Are we celebrating me and youth group?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I figured we would.
Okay.
We'll just make it happen.
Yeah, we will.
I'm
we don't
for
mess
it.
around.
No, we don't.
Go for it.
But
What you got, full?
all right, so when I was trying to figure out, what I wanted to talk about, all that
Mhm.
exciting stuff, I talked to Dad. Shout out, Dad, and he had
Shout
some
out,
really
Dad.
good ideas. And so after talking it over with him, I had some good questions that I
Okay.
thought I should ask. And so he said that when you and Dad started dating, you were going to Fresno State to become a teacher.
Yes.
But he said that you had said that you were doing that, but what you really wanted to do was become a mom.
I did. This is
that-
true.
This is true.
Did
Well,
you
that-
succeed?
I did.
Yes.
So
Mom reached her goals.
So, fast forward, you and Dad are married.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, 2 years later, a year and a half later, something like that. You find out that you're pregnant with Reese. How do you
The
react?
greatest gift.
I actually found out I was pregnant with Reese right after our first anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Nice. It's a great time to find out.
I mean, it was great. I was super excited.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I was super excited.
Did you already have my name picked out?
No, not at the
Mm.
beginning, but it didn't take very long. I
Did you
don't-
know that your first and second child were going to be professional podcasters at the time?
I don't think she
I
knows
don't
that
think
now.
that there was any such thing as podcasting.
Oh, really?
It was like the old days.
Mm.
You're from the old days.
Wow.
The old.
We're OGs. That's what that means, Carson.
But were you nervous? Like, how was it? Like,
I was just super excited
Yeah.
Mhm.
because I was always one of those teenagers that loved kids. I babysat. I helped out in Sunday school. Like, I just loved being around little kids, and so I was super comfortable with them, and
Me too. They're so cute.
so cute.
So cute.
And yeah, when your dad and I started dating, I was in my senior year at Fresno State to be a teacher, and then we got married 2 weeks after I graduated.
You guys did not mess around.
Legendary.
No.
It was just time.
Yeah.
And so instead of going into the credential program, because at that point there was just a lot of years of school,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to be a newlywed, so I substitute taught that year, which that wasn't great. That wasn't fun. And then I found out I was pregnant with Reese, and end of story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Teaching. When I had my own kids, I discovered that I liked you guys and I liked other kids less.
That makes sense. Not
That-
everyone can live up to us.
They can't. No.
I don't
No.
know
It would've
why
been
that
At least
is.
us when we were
but
babies. Now we're just because we
So-
were cute babies.
yeah, teaching
Now
Still
we're fine.
cute.
just never happened
Yeah.
other than subbing.
But you got to teach me things in
That's
life.
true.
A couple things.
Couple things.
Yeah.
I have my entire personality because of my mother.
Oh, dear. Oh.
We're
Entire no, but you guys,
we're just
you guys
alike.
do have some
No.
things.
We're
in
just
common.
alike.
No.
Me and Mom
No.
were once just alike.
You have the same face.
It's a
Yeah.
great face, Carson.
It's a good face
job.
that we got. Our baby pictures, for those listening who don't know, me and my mom's baby pictures look so similar.
Identical.
Like there was one
Yeah.
picture that I saw that I was like, why was I in a dress? And it was my mom's picture.
I
I
but
know. I
thought it was
had
me.
I had that on the fridge for a long time because it looked exactly like you.
It was
Yeah.
kind of weird.
It was crazy.
It was cool.
Mm-hmm. And yeah. So I used to be just like Mom, but now Reese is the one who's just like Mom.
Yeah.
Stop.
But
Stop saying that.
okay, but so now you
Yes. Now it's on the
have-
internet for everyone to see or listen to or whatever.
yeah. So you have Reese, have me, have Liv.
Yes.
What was it like having were we good kids? What
Yep.
were we?
No, you were good kids. You were good. You were all easy babies.
Who's the
Carson.
easiest?
I mean, I want to say none of you were super hard.
Mm.
You were probably not the easiest, Carson, just because you never stopped moving.
That's fair. Still
Mhm.
don't.
True. You're moving right now.
But you weren't like super naughty or anything. You just like to climb on the table and hang from the little chandelier over a dining table. And
What?
Well, wasn't I named after some kid who was climbing on a thing at Cinnabon?
yeah, when we found out you were a boy, we didn't really have boy names.
Yeah.
And I felt like Reese was such a good name. I needed to
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
you an equally good name. And your dad just kept shooting down all of my suggestions.
Garrett was shot down, correct?
It was shot down. Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad that
Mhm.
was shot
I'm
down.
glad
No
too.
offense to anyone named Garrett, but I
Yeah.
don't want to be named Garrett. Just me.
So yeah, I happened to be at the mall, and there was a Cinnabon, and I was craving some
Yeah.
cinnamon rolls,
Mhm.
and there was this little boy that was trying to climb on the counter, and the mom's like, "Carson, get down." I'm like, "Oh, that's a good name."
It's a good name.
And somehow your dad was okay with it.
And here I
like
am.
it. I think it's a great name.
And I'm Carson for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are.
But it was like my destiny to always be moving and climbing on things because I was named after a kid who was climbing on the thing in Cinnabon.
True.
But
It's
so
like the stars were aligned.
now that we know that we were little angels, we were good kids.
You were good kids, yeah.
Well, do you have any memories of me, Reese, even Liv? She's not here, but we could talk about her if you wanted to.
Memories. Let's see.
Preferably good ones, but whatever you want to share.
I know. Why is it that all of the injuries are the ones that come to mind?
Ooh, what are some injuries?
What injuries?
Well,
Oh, Liv.
we had this
On the
longboard.
yeah.
We had this long surfboard
that
that
hurts.
your
Oh.
pop gave you,
yeah.
and our driveway is slanted, and so
Uh-huh.
you guys used to go to the top of the driveway, and the two of you would sit on the longboard and you would ride it, and sometimes you would go across the street and even up the
Yeah.
driveway of the house across the street. We had neighbor kids; they would ride. I mean, it was the thing. It
And
was like
we
the roller
were
coaster.
never injured.
yeah.
We were pros.
Yeah.
And so Livy was, I don't know,
Young.
she probably wasn't even 2.
Yeah, she's
So she was riding in the middle, and when she went to grip her hand, she gripped it right above the wheel, and it rubbed her little wrist raw, and she has this scar. I mean, she's beautiful, but she has this scar that's not so beautiful on her wrist.
Thank you for clarifying that she was beautiful.
Well, I didn't want to just make it sound like she's full of scars, but
Yeah. Just the one.
and so then I was sad. I don't deal well with blood and that kind of stuff either. So
Yeah, that's true. I remember
was-
that. I remember that happening.
I remember
Yeah,
too. I
that
remember
was
the instruction was
bad.
don't put your hands there. 'Cause
you
we
just
didn't.
forgot to tell your
thought
baby
she
sister.
put it on the.
I thought she
put
put
it on
one
the-
on the road.
Yeah, I don't think it was the tire
thing.
because she was in the middle. It was.
I thought it got cut on the tire.
no,
No,
she
she
put
like
it on
rubbed
the.
it on the
I'm-
ground.
I'm so old that I don't remember stories right.
Well, we were just there, me and Reese.
Yeah,
we were on
sitting
the board,
right by
'cause
her.
she
I was
sat in
making dinner
between
inside.
us.
I wasn't there.
She sat in between us so I could hold, because I was on the back, and so I was holding her so she wouldn't fall or anything. But
I just remember your dad brought her in, and I had to sit down because I was gonna faint.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rubbed we told her not to put her hands down, but she was young, so she
It was
put
bad.
one of her hands
Yeah,
down and it rubbed on the road.
And she was crying.
yeah.
that was a sad
She's
story.
so sweet.
I remember.
love
I
Ruby.
remember having to talk Reese into going on Pirates of the Caribbean
I
at
remember. Yep.
Disneyland because he was afraid.
I was afraid of the drop. Yep.
Of
he
the
was
drop?
he was convinced that there were
Sure.
5 drops, and for so many years he would say, "Isn't it weird how they took out those drops? Remember when there used to be 5 drops?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"You're stupid, kid. There was never 5 drops,
That's true.
and you shouldn't be
I'm
scared
still
of
not
the
100%
drops on
convinced
Pirates."
that there wasn't 5.
I just thought there was 3. I remember at one point I thought there was 3, but there are definitely only 2.
There's definitely only 2.
I'm like, I can't have a child that is afraid to go on Pirates
Yeah.
of the Caribbean.
It's such a great
It's
ride.
a great ride. Yeah. What an idiot kid.
Honestly.
You are stupid. Kid.
Listen, I know that you guys have faults. I see them. I acknowledge
yeah.
them.
True. That's very healthy of you.
Acceptance is the last stage of
Of grief. Mom was grieving our idiocy sometimes. We can't all be as smart as you, Mom.
but
We'll get there.
Maybe
you
someday.
probably won't.
Well,
I won't either. Liv probably will.
yeah.
Liv's pretty smart.
That's pretty smart. She's a butt though.
That's true. She tried to embarrass me on my own podcast.
When? What
It
did
was
she
rude.
say?
It was cold.
She-
I don't
you-
remember.
the same thing you do. You tried to embarrass me too.
When?
Yeah, you
Little
guys were
turd.
tag teaming.
What did I do? I don't
Nothing.
remember.
We've moved
We're
on.
not going to talk about
Is
it.
this
Anyway,
before
we
or
just
after
know.
the 5 drops?
This is post 5 drops.
Post 5 drops.
When the idiocy was established.
Yeah.
This was anyway. So, me and Reese are adults.
You are.
adults. Liv is
Sort
16.
of.
Well, like legally,
It's
we're
true.
adults.
Yeah.
I'm 19. Reese is 21.
Mhm.
Liv is 16.
Yeah.
Almost 17.
Don't
It's
say
so
it.
weird to think of. She's 2 months away.
I
I
don't-
said that today and I thought it was weird.
I don't like to think about
We were
it.
talking about Liv. What are we talking about?
I can't remember, but we're old. Is the point?
You're so
we're
old.
we're elderly now.
Yeah. Senior
stupid.
citizens.
So now that we're here,
No.
what is changing for you? Like, how do you
What's your life?
how
Tell
do
me.
you parent like do you parent us a lot differently now, or like how does it feel watching us grow up? You know?
Yeah, it's a very different season
Tell me
because
about
for all these years I was the keeper of everyone's schedule. So
Mhm.
I knew when you needed to be at baseball practice and when you had a test, and I knew your schedule. I would be the reminder of everything because both of you
True.
are not
True.
you're not great at remembering everything.
I
So that
think-
was my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you're adults, and so I try really hard to no longer, like, I still keep it in my head,
Mm.
but
You're
I
still
try
the keeper, but you're not the.
I try really
proclaimer
hard to not
as much, yeah.
speak any of those things out loud.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
And it's hard
Yeah.
because some people Reese,
Reese.
What?
you're not the greatest timekeeper.
I'm a great timekeeper.
Like from
That's
Loki.
why I have my watch. 3:19.
Yeah.
Did Reese mention that he got a new watch? That took a lot longer than I thought to talk about. The
I
new
wasn't
watch
even
that you
trying to
got.
say it's new. I was just trying to say that's why I have
Technically,
a watch.
you're the one that
Yeah, you're the one
said
that
it
said
was a new.
Well, he held it up, but he didn't quite turn it, so it
no,
looked like he
that's
was
because
trying to show
it's
the camera.
because I was making like a. Yeah,
In case the audience doesn't know, Reese got a new watch.
I did get a new
It's
watch.
very nice. I thought he was gonna talk about it right at the beginning, but he made it to like middle-ish.
Yeah,
So that's
I
good.
was for the new watch.
No,
and
I
the new
agree.
phone
yeah.
that is coming.
Mom told me to do it.
There's
I
a new
agree.
phone coming.
She was the
as
one that
well.
encouraged me. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
coming in today, so that'll be exciting. Yeah, she told me to
Mm-hmm.
because she said that when I'm a dad, I will be like dad and get the.
You will be last.
I will be the last one to get the new phones.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it. I full sent it,
Yeah, you did.
even though Dad told me no. Dad did not want me to do it. And then Mom said yes.
Well, you weren't asking permission. I mean, let's
Yeah,
throw
I
that
wasn't.
out.
Yeah, no, I wasn't asking permission.
You're a
I was
21-year-old.
getting
you make your own
opinion.
money.
I was still getting opinion. I still get opinions though.
Yes,
Yeah, I
but
do.
you weren't asking.
I wasn't asking permission.
Permission.
I asked Dad. What did I ask Dad? I asked him for something. He didn't even say no. That's an over exaggeration.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like, he just made like a comment of like something about. Yeah, he didn't actually.
Well, and
say
I
no.
did point out to your
Yeah.
dad, like, don't you remember before you were married, before you had
Mhm.
kids, like, if you have extra money,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what's the big deal? Buy a
No.
new phone.
Yeah.
But so I actually have a question going back to when we were not alive yet,
Children. Oh.
naming
Oh.
the children.
Okay.
Okay, how like did you have names? Like I already know when I have like at least for a son, I know I want my son to be named James. I don't know why. I just liked it. I've always liked it.
I'm going to have a
since I was-
grandchild
Yeah,
named Jim.
No,
I'm gonna call him Jimmy.
James.
I'm gonna call him Jimmy.
No, his name is gonna be
What's up, Jimmy?
James Joel. You
Little
can call
Jimmy.
him JJ.
Jimmy.
Oh, JJ,
Yeah,
that's
James
cute.
Joel. You can call him JJ.
Jimmy.
I've already decided. Reese,
Jim
if you call my
Sabian?
son Jimmy, I'm gonna have him call you Uncle Turd.
I'm gonna call him Jimmy first.
Uncle Turd.
I feel like you can't control what the uncles call the children.
No.
That's
you
true.
can't.
Reese
That's
is gonna
not-
be.
That's
you're-
asking
like, you
too
know
No,
how,
much.
if
like,
you
there's
want to
the
get
fun
payback,
uncle?
you need to call my son something
Huh?
funny.
Little butt. And then you'll be big butt.
Oh
No, Reese, I'm gonna be the cool uncle. I can't be the cool uncle.
I'm
calling
gonna
him
be the
little
cool
butt.
uncle.
Yeah,
But
we're not gonna
I
be.
I can't be cool uncle when my uncle, my nephew's name is Jim.
That's why you can call him James
No
or
offense
JJ.
to anyone in
no-
the world named Jim. But how are you going to look at a little baby and be like,
Oh my gosh, it's
Jim.
little Jimmy.
Don't. That's why you call. I've already told
Jim,
you.
Jim.
His name is gonna be James Joel. Joel
Slim
is my
Jim.
middle name.
It's gonna be Slim Jim.
Reese, you're the
Listen,
worst.
I'm just going to say this. You don't get to name your children.
Your wife.
You're not going to. I mean, you can throw out a suggestion
And
or
it's
two,
gonna
but
land, okay.
like you
I want to
can't
have-
go in saying
I
my
wanna
child's
have
going to be named
Reese
Jim.
Michael Jr.
Whoever my wife is,
Oh,
they're gonna
The
love
world
the name
cannot
James
have
Joel.
another
Reese
Reese
Michael Sapien
Michael
Jr.
Sapien.
No, we
Yeah.
already have a cousin named Rhett Michael, and not
Dude,
named
Rhett's
after
gonna be
you,
a G.
but
He is a G. I love that
he's
kid.
they're all cool.
He's so cool.
Yeah, but
An hours
Yeah,
in.
we were standing for a long time. We were.
no, yes, my future wife is gonna love JJ, James Joel.
Jimmy.
Okay,
Jim.
I've already this
Slim
is set
Jim.
in stone already. I've already.
Where's
I
the-
just
where's
like
the
you
stone?
just need
I don't
you
know.
need
Have
to
you etched it
leave
on
a
a pillow?
little bit of wiggle room
There's
just in
so
case.
much wiggle room. Girls' names, I don't know them. Other boys' names, I don't know them. But JJ is set in my heart.
You're not gonna have any boys. That's what's gonna happen.
Maybe I'll have to name a girl James.
Oh no,
Jamie.
No.
Jamie.
No, but did you have names picked out for us, and then like, did you have any that you like didn't use? Like, did you have a name that as you were like?
Yeah, I had a boy and a girl name for all of you guys, and I found out what each of you were because I wanted to
Yeah.
like know you by your name even before you were born. So for Reese, we came up with Reese really quick, and then if you were a girl, you would have been Riley. That was before it was super popular. It got super popular, so I'm glad you're a Reese.
Yeah, me too.
And then for Carson, I liked the name Mason for a girl. I was
How
going
is
to
it
spell it
spelled?
Macyn, which,
Aw.
listen, it's a little too trendy for me
Yeah.
now. So also, I'm glad that didn't work. Jesus
Yes.
knew.
He did.
Yeah.
Jesus
And
knew.
then what was
You
Olivia's
know.
boy name?
Olivia's boy name? I liked the name
Ted.
Jace. Your
Mm.
dad did not.
I don't like that.
But there wasn't any other names that I liked. So I guess it's just a good thing she was a girl.
What about,
because
like,
she would have
Bartholomew?
been Jace. I mean, that would have been a runner up. Little
Barty.
Bart
Bart.
Sapien.
Bart.
Bart Sapien.
Barty.
Oh, these are good names.
These
But
are
yeah,
good.
Reese, do you have any names in mind?
Definitely not Jim.
One of the best. TV characters of all time is named Jim.
That's a good point.
I
Okay.
know,
That's
but
a solid
And also,
a
point.
40-year-old
my
man
child
should be
isn't-
named Jim.
My child isn't gonna be named Jim.
I would like to have a boy named Michael.
So, I'm just so upset with you guys for calling my future child Jim. That's not his name. It's James or JJ, and you can decide between
could
the
name
two.
your
I'm
other
gonna love
son
him
Tim.
so much,
Yeah.
but I'm also gonna call him Jim.
Me too, Mom. Me too.
Yeah.
Baby
you know
Jim.
What? You know what, Reese?
What?
Just wait till little butt gets here. Okay.
I would. Yeah, I don't have any names that I'm like. Yes. But like, I would like to have a son named Michael.
It's a cool name.
It would be cool.
I like it.
Named after me. No one else. No, I'm just kidding.
I like middle names named after. Like
Yeah.
each of you have a middle name. You're named after someone.
Yeah.
So
I
We
want to
did
keep
that.
the Joel going.
I like it.
When
Yeah.
I was a young lad, I didn't like people seeing it when it was written because they would always say Joel.
Mm-hmm.
a
I didn't-
young wee lad.
Carson Joel. I
I
don't love.
I really appreciate that Uncle Mike Aunt Malame named Rhett Michael after my middle name.
I thought that was nice.
That was very nice.
They did
I
not-
felt since
I
I
feel the
came
need
up
to
with Reese
clarify.
Michael that I also inspired Rhett Michael.
Yeah,
They look.
That's
they
true.
sound
That's good.
similar, and so I like it. But I
he's like a little me, and he's just as good looking. Too.
no.
He's a
He
little
looks
cuter,
like
though.
He's
a little cuter
he's
than
like
me.
if he was gonna look like either of us, he looks exactly like Uncle Mike,
He does.
who he is named after. You know, Michael Joe, his father. But
I don't know. It's kind of a
But
stretch.
if he was between the two of us, he would look like me because I was white with blonde hair, like him.
Yeah, now you got like black hair.
No.
No,
Oh.
neither of us are
color's
that
that?
No one-
colorblind. My hair's lighter than yours, and yours is brown.
Yeah.
What was
brown
your
hair.
favorite time of disciplining us? What's
What?
like something that hold on, let me
I have
rephrase
a
the
story.
question. Like
I have that same story.
like a story that like you punished us, but you thought what we did was funny, but like you had to like
Was there ever? Yeah, that's actually. a good
but like
question.
we did something bad and so you had to like yell at us or something, but you're like, man, that was hilarious, you know?
You should tell the story of my genius first. I
yeah.
think that's a good one.
So Carson, I don't even remember what you
I
did.
don't
Do you remember
either.
that?
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember what you did, but you were, doing things.
Being a brat.
Yeah.
Probably not.
That you kept getting into trouble, and you expected to get a
I
spanking.
thought I was gonna get spanked.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't
I
get
didn't get
spanked.
spanked.
We apparently showed grace. So he didn't get spanked. So you went to Papa and Grandma's that night to spend the night. And Grandma called me and she's like, your son has like 7 pairs of underwear on.
I thought I was gonna get spanked.
He was trying to be well padded
So I wanted
just
him
in
padded.
case.
which also I was like a really skinny kid, so like I had a bony butt, so I'm pretty sure you'd be able to tell if I got spanked that I had on like 7 pairs of
Yeah.
underwear, but I don't know.
Yeah. One time, this was the last time that Mom was going to try to spank me.
I wasn't going to spank you.
No, you were. No, this is not that story. I'm not telling that one. I'm telling
like
a different
you
one.
were a teenager. That's
no,
weird.
No, it was like I don't remember how old I was, but like mom spanked me, and we just both laughed. Do you remember this story?
I wasn't very good at spanking.
Yeah, no, you weren't. But this was the time.
I didn't do it often anyway.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
But yeah,
Sometimes
you
it
guys
needed to
were
be
not
done.
afraid of me.
No.
I-
Well,
I agree.
at all.
No, I don't think we were even afraid of like it needed to be done if we were being
What?
little turds.
Oh,
Spanking?
okay. Yeah. No, but like I feel like there was a time when you could spank us, and it was we understood the punishment. But
Yeah.
then that last time was the very last time you tried to spank me, and then it was terrible, and we just both laughed.
Yeah,
and then we were best friends.
I don't
after
even
that.
remember. But I do remember the time when I threw my flip flop at your face.
Yeah, you do. You did. She threw the chancla.
Much deserved.
I don't
Much
I don't
deserved.
remember
I don't
what
remember what
happened.
I
You
did.
just made me so mad that I took off. It was a foam flip flop, but it was a platform
Yeah.
foam flip flop.
You
And I
missed.
just chucked it at your face.
You didn't
missed.
hit him though. Yeah.
I didn't. I wish that I had. But it was really funny. And then we both just laughed.
Yeah. And then I wasn't in trouble anymore.
In my heart, you still were.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But now I don't. Now none of us get in trouble because
I
we're all
like
good.
to show grace
We're all
to
gems.
That's true.
Fools.
Yeah,
You-
true. You were very graceful.
You were pretty much the best. Still are.
Oh, that's kind.
I think
You
so.
still are the best.
I mean, look how we turned out. We're great.
That's true. You did it.
You did it, Mom.
I'm done.
Good job. Everyone clap for Mom.
Woo!
Mama Trish.
Happy
The
birthday.
audience is clapping for you. When you listen to this on Wednesday when it drops as you're walking, you can clap for yourself too. I give you
True.
that permission now.
Yeah,
But so
that's very nice of you.
you've done it. You've won. You.
It's over.
Yeah. No.
It's all downhill.
No. But
Death is right around the corner.
no. What is it from Full House though? With every day, with every breath, you're one step closer to death.
That's
And
beautiful.
That's grim, man.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's what that reminded me of. So, we're older now,
Mhm.
elderly.
Yeah.
And like, so as I'm like looking back, right, I'm really happy that you stayed home with us. Like, I was really happy that you were always there, always at all our stuff. But so like right now, we're kind of in an age where like being a stay-at-home mom or like wanting, I don't know if wanting to be is like it's kind of, I don't know if looked down upon
Yeah.
is the right word, but like it's kind of like becoming less like popular.
Well, I
I
think
don't know exactly.
I think economically, it's so hard to do
Yeah.
now. It was
Yeah.
hard to do then.
Being a one-income household.
Yeah. I mean, we were poor. I don't know if you guys know. We were so poor.
I definitely didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
I found out later because you told us.
Yeah, there was a day that Reese just didn't go to kindergarten because we didn't have the money to put gas in the car.
Oh, really?
So we just had a play day. It was just a play day.
Yeah.
Everyone stayed home. Like your dad was going to get paid the very next day.
Yeah.
But we
That
just
sounds
declared
fun.
it a fun day. But really, it was because
Well, I'm sure it was a
we
great
couldn't
day.
put gas in the car.
I'm sure it was a great day.
I mean, it was a sacrifice. I just
Yeah.
felt like it was one that both your dad and I were on the same page, and we felt like it was important
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to be the ones to
Mm-hmm.
raise you guys and to
Read us Bible stories.
exactly
Mm-hmm.
teach you all the things.
And so like now, even though it was hard, do you think that was something that like
I'd do
you're
it again.
overall- Yeah.
I do it again. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and then when you started school, I was able to volunteer in your classes and,
True.
you know,
Oh, I
watch all
remember
the
that.
little kids and kind of direct you towards the kids that I felt, you know,
Oh, you were like a spy
weren't
mom.
the little brats.
You were like a
Yeah.
spy mom.
Like, oh, let's invite so and so over. Let's.
So, are you responsible for Olivia's and Sydney's best friendship?
Well, I knew Sydney's family.
Oh, you did. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I grew up with Sydney's dad, and his sister actually was the same age as me. We were
Oh.
friends, and I played Bunko with Sydney's mom before we had. Well, I think you might have been born, but before they were born, so we kind of knew each other.
Gotcha.
So on that first day of kindergarten, we recognized each other, and so
Yeah.
introduced the girls. And
That's very sweet.
yeah,
Shout out Sydney again. She's been shouted out a lot.
Yeah.
Sydney's
I
the
guess.
best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to get Squid and Liv on the podcast.
Everyone
again.
needs
That'd be
a
really funny to
a
get Liv.
Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's cool. Because I wanted to ask because it's like it's becoming less possible, but I think
Yeah.
it's becoming less like popular as
Yeah.
well. Like just so I wanted to know what you thought about that. So that was.
I mean, I think that it's important.
Mm-hmm.
Like my heart was, I wanted to pour into you kids.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously, I wanted to teach you about Jesus, and hopefully, our lives would show that also, so that you guys would feel
Mm-hmm.
like this is a step that I wanted to take too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I wanted you also to just be good people. You know, I didn't want you to be brats. I wanted you to be able to have conversations with adults and to
Yeah.
be kind to your friends. I mean, you weren't perfect. You guys
Pretty
had
damn
a lot
close,
of
though.
moments. You
Yeah.
still have some moments.
I don't. Have
How
any
do you even know I
moments.
was talking to you, Reese?
Oh. You were looking at me.
She looks at both of us. We're the
I
only
know.
two here,
That's a good.
and we're both her kids. Either way.
That's
Guilt
true.
is speaking.
Yeah. What do you say? It says like if you throw a bunch of rocks at a thing of stray dogs, the one that yelps is the one you hit. She threw the rock and you yelped.
That was a dumb thing
This
to
is
say,
true.
Coach.
That's a thing. I don't know if I said it exactly right, but that's a saying.
Yeah.
Might have
I've
messed it
never
up,
heard
but-
that saying.
I don't believe
But
I've heard
I
it, though.
mean,
I
I
think you made it
follow
up.
it. I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're
Reese
laying
did it.
down.
He
No, he didn't.
that was
I'm
exactly what he
smelling
did.
what you're stepping in.
Shout out Zach who said
Dumb.
that 2 hours ago, and that's
Yeah.
where Reese got it.
Yeah, I just got it earlier.
But
Is this going to be one of Reese's sayings now?
Hopefully not.
No.
But
I don't think so. I mean, it might. I can't rule it out, I guess.
I don't even know if he knows until later. Like, lol.
Lol.
Reese's laughs,
Yeah.
which I know he practices at home.
What?
I don't know. Your laughs are just so, like, for people who don't know, Reese has a few different laughs. He goes, ha! Or he goes, or he goes, lol.
I think he practices them during church because
That's
I
true.
do.
whenever Joe says something funny from the back row, Reese is just really loud in his response.
I don't do it on purpose. He's funny. He cracks me up sometimes.
Yeah.
Shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe. Shout out P-Dubs.
P-Dubs.
Pathway. But, so, I'm going to declare you like a pro mom. I'm going to declare you as a pro mom. I think you did really good. Reese thinks
I
that
think
too.
So too.
Liv, she's not here, but I know she probably thinks it as well. So
Yeah.
I'm going to declare you a pro. So
I appreciate your opinion.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
So as a pro, do you have any advice to anyone who like is either like going to be a mom soon or
Mhm.
like
Wants to be
like
a mom.
just someday is, or like do you have any advice?
Do I
at
have
all?
any advice?
I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
I think that it goes by fast.
Mhm.
There are days that feel really long, especially when you're not sleeping. Like everything is worse when you don't sleep. I think that you need to be okay with telling your kids no.
Mhm.
Like it's just as easy to tell them no and stick to it than it is to say yes and give in and just make your life harder. And I think it's really important to teach your kids what grace is
Mhm.
and to give them grace and to explain that in words that they can understand so that they know, like, you're doing something wrong, you don't deserve this, but I love you, and so I'm giving you grace. And then that is like this little glimpse of what Jesus, like, his God is so gracious to us.
Mhm.
And so then when you're telling them those kind of things, they have their own experiences of what grace is.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That was pretty good. Should write a book.
Should I write a book?
Call it Momma Trish.
Oh, gosh.
You should momming with Momma Trish.
Momming with Momma Trish.
Momming with Momma Trish.
I'll tell a story. Where were we going when you got this name, Momma Trish?
It was a beach trip.
It was a beach trip with Isaiah Parkson.
Mhm.
It was a youth group beach
It
trip.
was a youth group beach trip, and Isaiah was a friend of ours in youth group, and he called her Momma Trish, and then it stuck, and Mom hated it for so long.
For
I
a
hated
long
it.
time, she did not.
Well,
like
because you don't like
Momma
anyone
Trish.
calling you Trish.
I just don't love the way Trish sounds.
Yeah.
So I've never been. My dad called me Trish, and that was fine.
Mhm.
And then our
And that
dad
was
calls
it.
you Trish.
Yeah, Eric calls me Trish now.
Yeah.
But I would never go up and introduce myself to someone as Trish. No.
Yeah.
I never call myself Trish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You call yourself Trisha a lot when you speak in the third person.
Get up, Trish.
Wake up, Trisha. Where did that come from? How did that happen? That was so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't know. There was a situation where it was we thought we were so funny. What happened?
I was trying to motivate
You were
myself
trying to motivate-
get out
yeah,
of
to get up and
bed
walk.
and to go walking.
Yeah.
And I said, "Get up, Trisha," and then you thought it was great, so now you say it all the time.
Yeah.
Get up, Trisha.
Trisha. And then but yeah, so then I started calling Mom Momma Trish, and now everyone
Momma
calls her
Trish.
Momma
Everyone.
Trish.
I know all
All
my
our high school
friends.
friends.
They all call you Momma Trish because that's what I refer to you
Yeah.
as. That's your contact in my phone.
Yeah.
Although
I mean, I like it because I feel like I don't know.
It's who you are.
you're Momma Trish.
You're
Well,
Momma
no, I don't
Trish.
know about that, but like
Who
I
you
love
are.
getting to know all of your friends and all of Olivia's friends, and like it's with
Mhm.
affection that they call me that, and so I take
Yeah.
it as a compliment. And,
Yeah.
But no, there will be no book called "Momming with Momma Trish." That's
Just momming.
For
What about
sure.
what if we change it to Momma
Please.
Trisha for the book? Since
No.
you don't go by Trish. No.
Mm-mm.
No, you'll just start a podcast then. Anyway,
Start a podcast, Momming with Momma Trish.
momming with Momma Trish.
I mean, I don't want to be a
An
better
influencer?
podcast than you. That would be sad.
That
would
would be sad.
because
So-
this is the real stuff. #1 podcast in
gonna-
the world.
I'm gonna
Also,
skip.
real
Just
quick
skip that.
though, if you're listening and you haven't subscribed yet on YouTube or podcast or Spotify, subscribe and leave a 5-star review.
Yeah. And if you're not gonna leave a 5-star review, don't leave a review.
Don't leave
leave a
it.
review.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We
And
are-
if not for us, Do it for Momma Trish.
Do it for Momma Trish. Momma Trish wants to go look at her son's podcast.
Yeah, and with
See-
pride.
And she wants to be proud.
Yeah, she does.
Don't
Is this true,
make
Mom?
Momma Trish be disappointed in us.
Yeah, is this true?
This is true.
So so you're on the podcast now. We've been doing it for like almost an hour. What's your like thoughts on being on the Real Stuff podcast? Like, you've been a listener for 9 episodes, and now you're a guest on the 10th.
I mean, I
episode.
wasn't nervous. I'm pretty comfortable with the both of you.
Yeah.
But I
would
wasn't
make
quite.
sense.
I wasn't quite sure what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're just chatting.
We're just
But
chatting it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
I mean, so far,
Yeah. Were you
so
excited?
good.
You're
Was
like,
I
wow, I'm gonna
excited?
be on the Real Stuff
Yeah.
podcast. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
mean,
feel
did
a
I
little bit
notice?
starstruck
Did I
walking in
notice
here?
that I was the last one in our house that you had on? I mean, maybe I
We
did.
saved the best for
Best
last.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Plus, we needed to save it for on your birthday.
That was
Exactly.
nice.
We needed the Big 10 episodes.
Yeah. As
so we
Drake
could
says,
wear party
God's
hats.
plan.
We don't quote Drake on this podcast.
Oh, sorry. Did you feel a little bit starstruck coming in here?
Oh
to
my
the Real Stuff
gosh,
No.
podcast?
Reese.
No.
Mm-mm.
So now that you've raised 2 like celebrity podcasters, how does that make you feel as a mom?
I have a question.
I feel like
I didn't ask.
in
Dad that
Reese's
yesterday.
life, one of my biggest jobs is to keep you humble.
Yeah.
Is to just throw some
Throw some
humility.
things, yeah.
I just don't understand how I'm at. Like, this is not to say that I'm perfect, but like whenever I ask a question, it's usually something focused on you. And then Reese is like, "Hey, Mom, what is it like to be me being the greatest person on earth, my
Reese
mother? What is,
Has
say
main
what is it
character
like
vibes.
to have
No, I
raised a
don't.
celebrity?
Jesus
What
is
is
the
it
main
like?
character.
I agree with that.
Goodness
What?
gracious.
You're just mad, bro.
Love you.
Love you too. We're BFFs, me and
That's
Carson.
true.
Listen, you guys are good. You're still figuring
And
stuff
me and
out.
mom. Me and mom are best friends too, huh?
I think so.
We got to spend all day
Mhm.
together the other day.
It was great.
Yeah, it was great. It was.
I'm a fun time.
12 hours plus another 3 is 15 hours, and then another 3 is 18 hours. So we
Mom-
got to spend 18 hours together.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing
must
that
have
it
been
took
a
you that
nightmare.
long to add to 18.
Oh,
Mom,
you know what else
when
Mom
was-
had the idea for this weekend? We were going to get lunch at Lucille's, and I was looking for parking, and I couldn't find parking. And so
This is not
Mom
my
said,
idea.
you should just valet the car.
This was not my idea.
That's what she said, and so we did. I'd never done that before.
I didn't say that, but he did do it.
Yeah, we valeted.
He valeted his Subaru
Yeah.
at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon at the mall.
It was very
Oh my
clutch. There was no parking. Genuinely,
No, there was a giant parking garage that you didn't want to go into.
Oh, is there really?
Yes, I said,
Oh,
well, we'll have to go in the parking garage. And you said, I'm just going to valet it. And then you said, don't tell Dad.
And now he knows.
and now he knows.
Oh my gosh.
What? No one say anything. No one say anything.
Oh, we're gonna find.
and we're
out
gonna
if he
find out if
listens.
Dad listens to the whole podcast.
Do you
Yeah.
think he doesn't?
Well, I don't know. I'm
It's
not.
gonna be
I'm
the
not.
test.
I'm not making an accusation. I'm just.
Yeah.
You know, we did
I
that
listen. I listen
He
when
will.
I'm
He'll
walking.
listen to this one because it's Mom.
because it's Mom.
If
that's
he
true.
doesn't
If
listen
not-
to other
yeah.
ones,
But
this
we're
is
gonna know.
Mom's.
So, Dad, if you hear that, ask me about it, so that way we know.
Yeah. Get
True.
Reese in trouble.
I'm not gonna get in
That's how we
trouble.
know. No,
It
you're
was
not gonna
Mom's
get in
idea.
trouble.
It's not. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So, Reese, do you have any more questions for Momma Trish?
Let me think about this. No, I don't.
I have one.
Ask.
So, out of Reese and Liv, who is your favorite?
Why didn't you include you in this question?
Because you guys are fighting for second. Because I'm already, I'm already first.
Gosh dang it.
So, like,
Carson.
I'm not going to answer that. No one's my
Who-
favorite. Each of you, there are parts of you that I favor in
Yeah.
each of you.
And mine is the largest because it's just like you.
I have loved you the longest because
True.
you're old.
But,
But-
you love me for more in that shorter amount of time.
I don't
That's what Carson always says.
have a favorite. You guys are all you're kind of cool. I like you.
It's true, we
I
are
like all
cool.
of you.
We like to hang out, all of us.
indeed. Speaking
Yeah.
of Mom, we hadn't had a Monday adventure with Carson and Momma Trish in a long
I know
time.
you're really busy now.
That's true.
This is your
You're out
Monday adventure
adulting.
right
He's out adulting.
No, you're here too.
here. Oh.
You're not invited to a Monday
Me
adventure.
and Mom used to have. We would whenever we would go out and do anything, we like whatever day it was. It was usually Mondays. Like if it was a Monday, we would say it's a Monday adventure with Carson and Momma Trish.
Mhm.
And then if it was a Thursday adventure with Carson and Momma Trish.
That's cool. Well, there was a full 2 years that you weren't alive that Mom and I had days together.
What a nightmare.
One time, Dad and I mowed the lawn together.
It's so weird.
Remember? I don't
'Cause
remember.
you had
I
a
just
bubble
saw a picture.
You had a
I had a little
bubble
bubbly guy. I was
lawn
like, pop, 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 pop,
mower.
pop, 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 pop.
I mean, I think it was more than one time. I think every time he would go mow the lawn,
really?
you would take your little
That's
plastic.
kind of cute.
It was pretty cute.
You ever think he got tired? He's like, man, I wish this kid would just go outside.
I think that.
It probably made it a little harder for him to mow the lawn. With
I
me.
locked the door so you couldn't come
Did
back
you really?
inside. No.
Oh,
But I used to throw you guys in the backyard, and I would lock the door.
really?
Yeah.
That's cruel. Why would you do that?
I just
By ourselves?
Well, yes, our backyard is small, and I have
Oh.
windows. I can see what's
Think-
going on.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't know that.
And I'm sure.
Sometimes
I'm sure
I
this
just
wasn't
needed you
when we
guys
were
to be
infants,
away.
Reese. We were definitely.
I was
No,
thinking
you
at the
were
Farmersville
children.
house, and I was like, why would you
Yeah,
do
no,
that? No,
I didn't do it then.
no, in our,
Yeah, I
in our
wasn't.
Sapien
I wasn't in the
Yeah.
Farmersville house.
Yeah,
No.
that's cool.
I didn't make it, but
Remember that one time? Remember when you got the job at the church and you like and you think you were on the phone and like we're at the window and you're like crouching and you're like telling us that you're gonna go work and I had no idea what you were talking about. I didn't understand.
I don't remember this
I
at
remember.
all.
I think it was Kevin that had called you.
I mean, yeah,
It
that.
was Kevin.
Yeah.
He told you that you got the job. Got a
Yeah.
job at the church.
I mean, Olivia was 3, so you were.
I remember.
7?
I remember it. And you like crouched down and you were like telling us, and I
Mhm.
didn't understand because I don't understand.
You
what
didn't
work
even
is.
know because you were at school. It was so part-time at the beginning. You were at school the whole time I worked, so.
No, I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that like, I remember when you told us that that you got a job.
I
Sure.
don't remember, but
I-
I believe you.
I remember it.
It sounds like
Clear as
something I would
day.
do. I would probably tell you.
It was when we still had a carpet, obviously.
Yes.
But yeah, we had carpet for a while.
Yeah, a
But-
good long while.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, that's all we got for the Real Stuff
I think
podcast.
so.
That was the
today.
weirdest ending.
I
think
just had a couple things
It was
I had to get off my
very
chest.
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
well, let's make the ending more
Bum
dramatic.
ba
for
dum
Mom.
bum.
How do you want to end it?
How do you
Mom?
want to end it, Mom?
You get to decide.
That's too much pressure.
Mm.
I don't have a.
Maybe if I
Maybe
scripted our
we could
endings, they
end
would
it-
be a little bit more natural.
I feel like
but
maybe if there were fireworks.
Maybe we could
Okay.
end it. Speaking of, Ed Sheeran had a lot of fireworks.
He did have a lot of fireworks.
He did. He had a lot of
Actual fireworks or
Yeah,
like-
real
Yeah.
fireworks. They were
And
on the stage with
fire,
Oh.
and we were so close that
It
our
was
faces
hot.
were like singed.
Mom and I, we were, because Ed Sheeran has a little circle stage.
Mm-hmm.
And so then there's like 10 feet where there's like a barrier and all
Yeah.
the security guards stand there. And we were like 4 people back from
Yeah.
that barrier. And there was a lot of people that tried to come up in that spot. And Momma Trish did not let that fly. She said nope.
I taught you.
Yeah, she taught me
how
the ways
to
of the
be-
Force. You were like my
Mhm.
Jedi master.
Yeah. You don't let someone come and steal your spot that
No.
you've been standing for 3,000